Hey everyone, welcome to my video. So I want to share with you an experience that I had just recently, yesterday. I had my first official lash lift. So to me, I actually had no idea what I was actually having done. It sounded good, I had an idea, it just seemed like a permanent curl. Turns out it's actually a perm of your lashes, and it's a really long process. So yesterday I went, had like a few treatments done, a bit of a, me day at the beauty salon. And I went with one of the girls that I usually see. And so the process is that you have to close your eyes, and they sort of measure the length of your eye, and then they have like a stick and they pop it underneath, and you close your eyes and they glue the hairs onto the stick and then lift it up. So that then the lifting already has it in the way that you want it to look, and all the hairs have to be separated. Then they apply this perming solution, and you have to have your eyes closed for a really long time. Embarrassing, but I actually almost fainted. The room was really small, it was quite hot, there wasn't much air in there, and I was already laying down, and I actually at one point both my eyes were closed. I couldn't open them because if I did, I would possibly rip off my lashes. I know, scary. And the thing is, I never pass out. I've had 2 surgeries this year. I've had like traumatic things happen in my life, and not have I once ever fainted. And that includes procedures where I've gone to have surgery and the anaesthetist has not been able to find a vein, so they play stabby with my arm. That's fun. I did not faint to that. I'm fine. I'm okay with pain. So anyway, I almost passed out, and I said at one point, I was like, I'm not feeling well. Look, I was just chatting away, and then I'm like, suddenly I felt really dizzy. Like, I just sort of, my equilibrium was off, and it sort of felt a little like vertigo. And I said to my beautician, look, I don't want to alarm you, but I'm feeling really faint. I'm just feeling dizzy. And she's like, oh, do you want me to stop? And I said, I don't think I can do this. She's like, what if I just open the door? Would that help? And I said, yeah, give it a go. Because I'm thinking, far out, I've gone up this far, and I'm going to pay for it anyway. So, and plus I couldn't believe I was actually almost fainting. So anyway, she opened the door, turned the fan on. Look, it was like about 36, 40 yesterday. So, and the aircon wasn't that good. So I think that partially may have been what happened. So they luckily the table was mechanized, and so they just slowly made it go higher, and I was sitting up, and I had a blanket over my eyes, and the girl who owns the salon, who I've seen for so long, I love her, she brought in some water for me, and which I proceeded to drink in a hurry and then go down my chest. She's like, well, at least you'll be cool now, it's gone between your boobs. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Anyway, as soon as I was sitting up and I had a drink, I was fine. I think it was just the blood and everything just went back up or went down, I don't know. It helped. So then I was, the girl who was doing the treatment said, oh, are you okay, you ready to go on? I'm like, yeah, of course, let's do this. I'm feeling fine now. I have no idea why that happened. So I was laying down again, and I was saying to her, look, I'm really sorry, this has never happened. I'm really embarrassed and surprised that I would respond this way. And she goes, actually, this happens sort of in this room a bit. Like, we've had a few people faint here. We don't know what's wrong with this room. I'm like, why would you do treatments in here if that happens? Maybe there's lead in the paint, or maybe it's just there's not enough air. I don't know. So after that, I was just like, oh, I went and do some chores in the town, and I didn't have any water or any food. And I was fine. I was out in the blistering heat, and I'm like, well, I don't feel faint now. What the hell? And it wasn't that traumatic. Like, with the way I do my eyes, I'm always in, with the liner, and I have no qualms about touching my eyes. They're there, what else? Anyway, after that, then she tinted, and I actually thought, sorry, the battery died. Anyway, yeah, so I was fine. My lashes, they were tinted then, and it looked really good once the lady had finished. So I'll show you a close-up of my eyelashes. Hopefully you can see. I'm standing right in front of my window, so I have the best possible lighting that I can achieve. So, okay. Sorry about the hardly any makeup. But the lashes are now pointing up, and they're tinted. So I've got nothing on my eyes at the moment, but the lashes have been permed so that they're sitting up. And apparently you can only have this treatment done once every 6 to 12, well, once every 6 weeks is a minimum, but most people do it every 6 to 12 weeks in between. And I think it suits a lot of people who are generally older ladies whose lashes might not look like they have any. Apparently that's a really helpful treatment for them. And then Asian people or people that have lashes that go straight, like jut out, and they might just want curls put in. So I didn't necessarily need it, but it looks amazing. And I already wear makeup every day, but you know, potentially later on when I do a tutorial on makeup, I'm gonna have an experience to see, you know, whether maybe I don't have to curl them as much when I go to put my mascara on. So yeah, that's my story. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for my next video. Bye.